Right now, we're in the midst of Suicide Prevention Week, and so this morning, we want to spend time talking about this as it's the second leading cause of death for youth between the ages of 10 and 24. This age group makes up 15% of all suicides. Here to talk about warning signs and what parents can do is Dr. Michelle Patriquin from the Menninger Clinic. Thank you so much for coming in this morning and chatting with us. This really is it's an important conversation. It's a hard conversation to have with your child, but to harvest that atmosphere that allows for those conversations to take place, that's vital.
Yes, that is actually an incredibly important point because when we talk about risk factors, warning signs, one of the best ways to know what's important for your child is to know your child, right? Know what makes them happy, know what makes them sad.
And I know a lot of parents probably say they do know their child, and they might. They might know their child, but allowing for that open communication to always prevail, I think, is really key. When you're looking for signs, what are some factors that you should be on the lookout for?
You know, I think your sort of standard signs, if you kind of do a good Google search, you can find, depression, changes in mood, changes in sleep, changes in appetite. However, there's some sort of unknown signs a little bit more, and those can even be like increases in anxiety, especially social anxiety, right? So worries about school, refusal to go to school.
Fitting in.
Bullying, right? So kids, if they feel that they just don't fit in, right? And that they're different in some way, their peer group, it just doesn't seem to be working. That can be extremely painful. That social pain can be really, really hard for kids.
If you identify that struggle, if you see that pain, what should you do as a parent?
You know, I think the first thing is to really talk to your child, right? To try to have that hard conversation, but also to take time every single day to kind of really be able to understand when things fluctuate, right? Our feelings fluctuate and change all the time, especially if you're a kid.
It's a day by day.
All the time.
Even as an adult.
Yes, all the time. And that's okay, right? But just to know your child and to know those changes. And then if you really, feel like your child needs some help, there's so many wonderful resources, whether it's here in Houston or nationally. So, obviously Menninger Clinic, Texas Children's here in Houston, University of Houston, there's wonderful mental health professionals out there to help kids.
What are ways parents can, we talk about harvesting this environment where you feel comfortable to go to your parent. What are ways parents can start these conversations?
Sure. So I would say one of the biggest things is what we want to do, and I want to do it with my son, he's 6, is they get in the car and you're like, how was your day?
Right.
And it's like silence, nothing, right? And so...
Or a one-word response.
Yeah, like good.
Good.
Like it was great, fine.
What did you do today?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I was
I remember
kind of
these
bored.
conversations with my parents.
Bored. I was bored today. Instead of doing that, give them some space, right?
Yeah.
Decompress, give them time. And then you can even say things instead of a question directly at them. Hey, I had a hard day today, or however you're feeling.
Yeah.
Right? I really missed you today. And then open up that conversation that way. A lot of kids will be like, yeah, I really missed you too. Or, I had a hard day. Or, and then it's more of a dialogue versus a, interrogation with your kids.
Or if you have intel on something that happened at school, use that as a focal point to start the conversation. Oh, I heard Sally Sue did X, Y, and Z, and navigate it that way.
Exactly. Yeah. What did you see? Did you know? Yeah. Whatever happened to her, and things like that.
At the top of the conversation, we talked about this being the second leading cause of death, suicide, for people ages 10 through 24. Are you alarmed by that? Are you shocked by that stat?
No, not really, unfortunately. It just seems to be going up. The thing that shocks me the most is the age range, right? We think about teenagers having these difficulties, these thoughts.
But
10, that low
That's
end.
heartbreaking. That's really, really. Has that gotten worse throughout the years? Has that number, has that age continued to creep younger and younger and younger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, like we always say on this show, everything starts with a conversation. Solutions start with a conversation. Problems get addressed through conversations. And we so much appreciate you coming on the show and having this conversation with us this morning.
No problem.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
very
having
much for
me.
your time. Absolutely.